What's good with y'all, man? Welcome back to AG Speaks. Back with another video. Back with another topic. On this on this video, I want to be telling y'all we age ourselves too quickly. Like people nowadays, young people, they age themselves way too quickly. Like you get to the age of 24, 25, people start saying you old. People start saying like your time is past. Like all this weird stuff. If you're still in your 20s, and I don't care if it's early 20s, mid 20s, or late 20s, bro. You should not be feeling like you old. I even take it a little bit further. If you're in your 30s, you shouldn't feel like you old. Really, in the 40s, you getting up there when you hit your 40s, but you still not really old. Like I know a lot of 40-year-olds who could move and jump around and do everything like physically. Like they do things better than me. Like they in better shape than me. A lot of 40-year-olds are in very good shape. You feel me? Like people age themselves way too quickly in these days. And I think it's just because of the internet. Like the internet will make you feel like that because a lot of young people 16, 17, 18 years old start making a lot of money off the internet. You know what I'm saying? And people start basing and judging like when they should start to succeed in life based off of that. And then I realizing that's a very small percentage of people in the world that actually get riches that early, that young. You feel me? And it's off the basis of the internet. You feel me? Like the internet is a very volatile thing, and it's something that anybody can come up and get rich off of. But you gotta have the strategy, the look to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? And only a small percentage of people really do that at such a young age. So we mistake the majority of what we see on the internet for what's reality, because in reality majority of people are not TikTok famous or Instagram famous or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? So people like to say like, oh, you hit 25, you getting old, or somebody be like, I'm 28. Like it's like a trend for people to be like, you know what I'm saying, to be like, damn, you 28, you feel me? But that's not old, bro. That's young. You feel me? You still got a lot of life left. You can still walk around and do the things that you want to do. You're not walking around on a cane at 28 years old. You're not in a wheelchair at 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? God forbid you don't go through anything that puts you in a wheelchair, but you're not in a wheelchair at 28 years old. You're not struggling with remembering things at 28 years old unless you just got a bad memory, but you're not going through those type of things at that age. You feel me? And we don't realize when we put ourselves in these conversations about being old in our 20s, when we start saying things like that, we don't realize that mentally it ages us. Mentally, it'll make you feel like you're older than what you really are, and it'll age you. You know what I'm saying? If you think that you're old, you're gonna 9 out of 10 start physically going through changes a lot earlier than you would if you felt young. The way you feel, the way you believe, and what you believe, the way you look at yourself, the way your perception is going to alter your reality, whether you want to believe it or not. I don't care if you feel like you don't believe in that or whatever the case may be, but the way you think definitely alters your reality. So if you're thinking that you're old in your 20s, imagine what you're going to feel like when you're in your 40s. Imagine what you're going to start to look like at such an early age. When you're 40 years old, you shouldn't be looking like you're 60 years old. But since in your 20s, you've been telling yourself you're old since you've been 26, 27, you've been telling yourself that you're old. By the time you're about 45, you're going to probably look older than 45 because you've been feeling old for over 2 decades, bro. And that's something that people got to realize is like the things that you say and the things that you believe hold a lot of power, especially things that you say and believe about yourself. You feel me? Like people don't be realizing it's so many other things to be thinking about in your 20s and in your 30s for that matter. It's so many other things to think about than, oh, I'm old. You're not old. You really need to be putting your energy into working towards bettering your future rather than saying that you're old. Because if you're in your 20s or 30s saying that you're old, you're almost saying that there's no point of you working towards anything. Because if I'm saying that I'm old, you feel me? I'm not gonna want to work. I don't believe in working when you old. Like, I don't really believe in that. I mean, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with nobody else who does it, but for my life personally, I don't believe in working when I'm old. Like when I'm in my 50s, 60s, you know what I'm saying? I might still work, but it'll be something I want to work on. It's not gonna be for anybody else. It's not gonna be me putting myself through hell just to make money. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be that. Like, if I'm making money at 50, 60, it's gonna be doing something I'm passionate about, I love doing, and I don't mind doing. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not about to put myself in position to be, you know what I'm saying? So people gotta realize, man, just understand the power of what you say, power of the tongue, man. And man, we not old, man. We young, bro. We young. We live in life, you know what I'm saying? When you start hitting like 50, 60 years old, then you can start feeling like, all right, I'm getting up there. But until then, live your life, bro, and be happy, man. All that extra stuff, throw it out the window, man. But I hope you all got some value out of this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Other than that, I'm gone.